We got practice day one. It's going to be an awesome practice. I'm super fortunate to be out here doing what I love to do no matter what. But this one's going to be a little special for me because I get to have my dad out here with practice for all of practice. It's a pretty cool rule by FLW, let you have family members come out and practice with you. So, you know, growing older, I don't get a chance to fish with my dad as much as I'd like to, or as much as I did growing up, and he's a big part of why I'm here today. So this is really special to me. I'm really looking forward to practice. You know, I could win this tournament, and probably practicing with my dad will be the highlight of the whole thing, even if I win the thing. That's how excited I am for that. So it takes a little while. He's getting older. It takes him a little while to park the truck. So waiting for him to come back for parking the truck, and looking to get out there and see if we can find some fish. About halfway through day one practice, got 8 or 10 bites up there in Little Harris. You know, 2-pounders, maybe a little bit bigger. I think there's some good ones around. Didn't really want to lean on them any harder. I like that area a lot. Switching gears, came down here to Lake Apopka. It looks absolutely disgusting, terrible water, but there's some clean water over here, and we're gonna hit that and see if this is worth making the run and the lock and the no wake zones and all that good stuff. So we're gonna fish in here for a little while. Well, didn't make it happen in here. A lot of pressure in here today. I was surprised. There's been 8 or 9 different boats in just the hour I've been here. So gonna salvage the day, pull out of here, pull out of this lake, and maybe put in Dora or Eustis. But man, I just can't justify that over an hour run for what I've seen in here and the pressure it's getting just on today. That's a toad.
Chatterbait.
Yeah. Look at the size of that beast. That is a giant. Alright guys, we just caught 8 pounder. That was a giant on a chatterbait with a Gambler Easy Swimmer. That thing hit like it was 1 pound, and I like double hook set on it because the last fish I just had on there came off, and the old man gave me a hard time, so I figured might as well land this one. Well, that's a wrap for the first day of practice at Harris Lake. Went pretty well, got a lot of bites. Didn't get anything that wasn't on a moving bait, so for us today it was a rattle trap, chatterbait, produced the best fish. Caught one slob of a giant. I hope I got some footage of that. I'm not sure if I got footage, if the camera was rolling or not, but hopefully I did. But that was a big one. Get some more of those. That was on a chatterbait with a Easy Swimmer for a trailer, and I kind of rolled through the rattle trap areas pretty quick and just got bites and took off as soon as I got the bites. So I think I can lean on those areas. But the thing is, you know, all these lakes are so spread out, you're going to really have to pick one or a route to one and kind of commit to it. There's not going to be jumping around. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Good day of practice. Had a great day with my dad on the water, and it was really windy. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to try a whole new lake. Going to go over to Lake Griffin and poke around there, like in the marsh areas and the canals, and then outside on the main river, and maybe some grass flats too. So that's the plan. Sleep on it tonight and get back out there tomorrow morning. All right, guys, we're live. we're not live.
It's going to be live at some point.
At some point, we're going to pretend we're live. So what do you guys think of this Harris chain of lakes?
So far, so good. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I had 7 or 8 bites yesterday. Yeah, we're good. I had 7 or 8 bites yesterday, and no big ones. Trying a different lake today.
Nice.
We shall see.
You guys gonna launch here for the tournament, you think, or?
We can't launch here. Yeah, we'd like to.
FLW should throw that out there.
Right,
like
you can launch wherever you want.
Yeah.
You just have to be back at that ramp.
How cool would that be? That would change the dynamics of this tournament.
Very much. Thanks, brother.
Anytime, guys.
Appreciate the lift.
Anytime.
Don't have too much fun today, Joe.
Oh, we're gonna crack them, I think. I'm letting the old man set the hook on anything.
Right?
That's a pretty good fish. You're swinging up the minute. Can you swing it? Good fish there. Oh, just barely freaking skin hooked.
He came back at the thing danced.
2-pounder, maybe.
Decent. Look, I don't think it's huge.
He choked that swim jig.
Was that the swim bait?
It's a swim jig. It's a big one. All right, got another bite. Getting quite a few bites in here. Looks like it could hold some giants. These are over 2s, 2.5s. Good, real good check fish, good bag builders. So I've caught enough of them. Took his hooks off, bent over my hook on my swim jig here where I can still feel the bites, and kind of figuring out where they're feeding and where the biting areas are, which is a big help too. So I'm going through now and just kind of marking those. I want to cover as much water as I can in here today so I can kind of find out where the better areas are during the tournament and really work those areas. So that's what's up. Well, we moved again. We are now in Lake Eustis, and we're looking for some more fish. Kind of a go-between lake between, the stuff I found is in Little Lake Harris, in Dora, and in Griffin. And Eustis, you got to go through Eustis to get to 2 of those. So I got a couple things I want to check out in here. One of them's in the canal. maybe some eelgrass in it. Kind of hoping to see a little eelgrass out there. We're gonna go check it. It's still blowing about 30 miles an hour out here, pretty well sustained all afternoon, and blew hard yesterday. And that's kind of where we are in the middle of day 2 practice, in the middle of the day. Practice day 3. Had a pretty good day yesterday, practice-wise. Not a good day GoPro-wise. Had this GoPro we're using kept freezing up. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the card, maybe the battery. And then the other GoPro that I was wearing on my hat for a couple videos, I tried to clip that on the dashboard when I was running, and it popped off, and it's now in the bottom of Lake Harris. So any of you guys that live around here, if you want a free GoPro and you're willing to send me my card back, I'll give you the waypoints to where it is. It's in about 3.5 foot of water, but it kind of fell and it got silted up, and we waited about a half hour for the silt to go down and never showed up. So throw a float on your GoPro too, maybe, or clip it in pretty good secure places, and they don't float. But practice yesterday, we caught, I bet you we had over 30 keeper bites. We were bending over hooks, taking hooks off. Couple decent fish in the over 3 pound range. A lot of those 2.5s, 2 pound range. Check fish, bag fillers. We were on Griffin and Eustis yesterday. Today we're on Lake Dora. You know, I caught a giant here in practice, day 1, and I'm really liking the looks of Dora. So I want to expand on what I have, because it's not really a big spot. So we're gonna get out, we're gonna scan with the structure scan, some side scan. We're gonna look, I'm looking for eelgrass. I'm looking for offshore hydrilla. I'm looking for eelgrass, something where the fish may have pulled out after spawning, or they're still staging, waiting out there. You know, I'm not really keyed in on the bed bite. We've seen quite a few beds, seen a couple fish around beds, but I'm also seeing a lot of pods of fry, which is telling me that most of these fish are probably already done. So that's the plan for today. A lot of seat time, a lot of electronics time. You know, these Lowrances are really important to what I'm doing, you know, getting out here and structure scanning and looking for grass, looking for anything offshore. Here's a bite.
Good.
Good.
Nice.
It was right off the end of that.
Oh. Yes,
Woohoo! Getting out here on the Lowrance is helping a little bit. That's not where you want to hook these fish, right through the tongue like that, but it's a good fish right there. It's probably 5 pounds, believe it or not. He's short.
it's got a good gut.
Nice fish. Might be on to something. All right, I just caught a good one, probably close to 5 pounds. Really, really stout, healthy fish, similar to that one that was over 8 I caught earlier. You know, they're either they'd spawned a long time ago or they're not spawning yet. Doesn't seem like a belly full of eggs, just really strong, meaty fish. This is what I'd like to get a bunch of. But what I did to catch that was I got out here on my Lowrances and just started scanning. I'm looking for offshore eelgrass or hydrilla beds or whatever I can find that'll hold fish that'll move out or pull out or stage before they go in. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, you know, I'm definitely looking at staging fish that are, you know, getting ready to spawn. I'm not gonna tell you that they've already spawned. I don't know. I don't care. If they're 5 pounds or better, I'll take them. But, so what I did was we did a scan this morning, almost the full perimeter of Dora, and I marked a bunch of stuff. We didn't fish it because you had to stop, turn over it, and I just went back to one of them, and I was dragging a worm, and got that hit. That was that good one there. So we pulled out. I marked it that it's a good fish, and now we're going to get back on the structure scan and look for more of that stuff and really kind of put a little bit better picture together of what each spot I've already marked looks like. Maybe scan it a little harder, so that way in the tournament I can pinpoint just about every cast and make sure I'm coming through the juice. But it's mostly eelgrass, a little bit of hydrilla mixed in is good, and getting offshore. You know, we're talking offshore here 6 foot to 4 foot basically. It's not offshore like back home up in Maine where you're talking 25 or something like that. But it's not up against the bank and it's not flipping. So that's what we're doing. kind of changing gears here on day 3 of practice and see if I can add to that and get a whole milk run of this stuff together. You know, I don't know what this spot has. It might have 10 of those fish, might have 1. It might be 1 on every other spot. But if I could put a bunch of that stuff together, it would be real sweet in the tournament to make a milk run of that stuff. Good luck. See you guys. It's moving time. Didn't really pan out here on Dora. Got that one real nice one this morning. Got back on the electronics, looked for some more stuff, found some more stuff. Fished through, you know, bent over hooks, cut off hooks. Never even got a bite though. So, man, I think the bite shut off actually. I still have a lot of confidence here and in the stuff, but that's gonna kind of help make my decision a little bit for where I'm gonna start on the first day of the tournament. Because, you know, there's giants here. I got that one over 8, I got that 5 here, but I didn't get many bites here, so man, some tough risk, not so super risk tournament. Take going for the win, going for the giants, but then, you know, my good buddy Mark Osgood said you can never win a tournament on the first day, but you can lose one on the first day. So I'm gonna see about maybe going up to Griffin and starting the tournament there and putting together a 20-pound bag there rather than try to put together a 30-pound bag here. It's pretty high hopes. We're good. So those are that's kind of the plan. So with what we have left for time today, it's 2:30. We're gonna head over and look in some canals and see if there's some bedding fish and see what the situation there is with the fish on beds in canals. Seeing any beds? You. You having fun?
No.
No? How come? You got enough to carry you for 2 days?
You?
Not bedding.
Hoping maybe I'll find one big when I can start on it.
That's what we're doing.
I got a bunch of other fish that are not on that.
Yeah.
I hope you catch them.
I do too, man. I could use something positive.
I hear you. My last tournament.
Oh, that's right, yeah. What do you think of Travis, huh? Why would you go to Travis if you're going to Texas? It's like going to Harris if you're going to Florida.